Okay, so major bar chords. Now we're going to learn two different patterns. These are the most common major bar chord patterns, and with these two patterns you'll be able to play major chords all up and down the neck. Now there are some additional patterns with bar chords, but these are the most common ones and the ones that you'll use throughout your duration of playing the guitar. So what is a bar chord? Well, a bar chord is when you take your pointer finger and you basically are creating a bar across the all six strings. You're kind of pushing down on all six of them, and what you're doing is you're replicating the nut. Think of the nut as your finger, and so when you're playing a bar on like the 3rd fret here, I'm basically just simulating what the nut would do. Another example is a capo. If you've seen a capo, those are those little clips, little metal things that people clip onto their neck, and it allows them to play open chords at a higher position on the neck. But basically, what you're doing is you're kind of manually creating that capo or the nut with your finger. So that's what a bar is when you hear someone refer to a bar chord. Now, what that leaves you with is these 3 fingers to create all your chords. So if this is simulating the nut, then you've got 3 fingers to create your chords or your patterns. So in the first pattern, and I'll put the tablature up on the screen so you can follow along. What we're going to do is we're going to bar the 3rd fret here. And now the great thing about these patterns are you're not limited to any fret. Since it's a bar, you can slide this anywhere and obviously get different major chords depending on where you slide it. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's make the pattern first. So if we bar the 3rd fret like that, take our middle finger and push down on the 3rd string. In this scenario, it's on the 4th fret to create this note. And then we're going to take our ring finger and we're going to push it down on the 5th fret, 5th string, which is way down here. What's left is our pinky, and we're going to put our pinky on the 4th string, 5th fret, right there, to create that note. So, if I'm pushing down here with my bar, and I'm pushing down with these 3 fingers, I can play all 6 strings, and it sounds like that. And that's actually a G chord. So when I'm strumming, all 6 strings. Now the challenge for you is going to be getting all 6 strings to ring out nice and clean, just like that. So there's a couple things to keep in mind here. One, the thumb always back here doing its thing, supporting the back of the neck, and it's pushing. So I'm pushing with my thumb and I'm pulling with my fingers to create that squeeze motion, and which gives you the leverage you need. But if you keep practicing this pattern, you will get it, and you'll see just how useful that is, because I can take this pattern and shift it up 1 notch, and now I'm playing a G sharp. I can shift it up another notch, and I'm playing an A. I can shift it up another notch, and I'm playing a B. I can shift it up another notch, and I'm playing a C. See? See? So you can play a C down here, the open position where you've learned it, or you can play it up here. So you get different octaves of that same chord. So you can see how this one pattern gives you all kinds of different chords up and down the neck. And you can keep going as high as your fingers will squeeze. Another thing to kind of point out, which may help you understand what's going on, when we learned to play an E chord, which is down here, think of that as, notice the pattern in the E of these 3 fingers here? That's the exact same pattern as what these 3 fingers are doing here. So if I were to take this and go down one more, where my bar goes away because it's replaced by the nut, you can see that's the E chord. So what I'm doing in essence is the pattern here is really just the same pattern that I use when I play that open position E chord. I'm just replacing the nut with my finger. So hopefully that helps you kind of visualize what's going on here. There's my E. If I go up one, then I've got an F. Now remember, we learned to play an F like this, but with a bar, we can play a full F with all 6 strings. And you can use either of them. It just depends on, you know, if you're playing something fast, you may not have enough time to jump back and forth between that bar chord. But you can see that's an E, that's an F, that's an F sharp, go up one more, that's a G, G sharp, and so forth. So by keeping this pattern, this is pattern number 1, we can play major chords all up and down the neck of the guitar.